We've got the 45th edition of the Cape Town Cycle Tour, and we're going to go straight to Justin Ford, our reporter in the mother city. Justin, there we are. There's the picture. The guys have just gotten underway. Just give us a sense of the picture.
Yeah, absolutely, Moreno. You know, what a beautiful day it is out here in Cape Town this Sunday morning. I think the cycle tour, there's always that fear that the weather is going to play its part with the race. Last year we had some rain, the year before it was wind, but this time around we actually have a near flawless day, if I can call it. Excuse me. And then we've actually seen multiple shoots have left already. The official start was at 6:20 this morning. So we see the various riders getting out on the route to take on that 109-kilometer route.
Justin, that we're seeing in just over your shoulder, over your left shoulder, there's that group that's seemingly ready to get underway. How are they partitioning the different groups? Who's now about to get underway?
So,
Justin,
Marina, I'm losing you halfway through every word.
No, that's understandable. I'm going to try now. I don't know if you are you able to hear me now?
I can hear you.
Splendid. So I'm asking, they're seemingly partitioning the different groups of cyclists that are moving away. So you mentioned the official start was 6:20. We've just seen the start now when you were off camera. Who and how are they breaking up those groups? Who's about to get underway now?
So I missed you on the end there again, Marina, but I'll just continue to pick up on what you were saying. So it comes down to qualifying. So there's multiple races that the cyclists can do in order to determine their seeding times. So the elites will leave very first, and based on the amount of races that you complete throughout the year, you get various seeding times. So me, if I were to be doing the race, had not done any of the seeding races, I would probably have a 10 o'clock start. But these guys, they get to go off much earlier. As the road is emptier, they get to enjoy it, take it all in, and just really enjoy the scenic route. I mean, like I said, 109 kilometers for the main race. We have the women's elite race that takes place from roughly Glencairn, so it's only 78 kilometers. That's also a route for the under 17 category. And then also for the very first time this year, we have a 42-kilometer, and I'm just going to step out of shot as they leave next. So we also have a 42-kilometer route where the riders will simply leave here, go along the route, and then turn around and make their way back to the finish line. It's just giving more opportunities to riders to be able to get out on the streets of Cape Town. So we're looking at close on 30,000 participants across all competitions, or at least all 4 different races. And I think that's a massive feat for the Cape Town Cycle Tour organizers, as they year in, year out, as you mentioned in your introduction, 45 years that they've been able to put this race together. As I mentioned as well earlier, the wind, the rain, there's been times where the rain has stopped the race, or at least delayed it. Wind has stopped the race, they've had to call it off. There's been fires where they've had to shorten the race, but ultimately this really is one of those pinnacle races for many cyclists, not only in South Africa but also around the world.
Justin, what kind of scenic routes or places are the riders going to get to see? And I ask this because we're trying to attract more people to come and get involved in the Cape Town Cycle Tour. So just talk to us about the route.
So in essence, they will leave Cape Town. They will head out on Nelson Mandela Bay Boulevard, up towards Hospital Bend, Duval Drive, along the M3 through Kirstenbosch, through Newlands, heading up Wynberg Hill. And at that sort of one of the highest points that they will reach, from there on out, they will head along the M3, take a short left towards, heading towards Muizenberg.
All right, it looks like we've lost our reporter, Justin Ford, but of course he was talking to us about just the route that we had there. We've got him back now. Justin, you were just mentioning, finishing off your point about the scenic route where the guys and girls are going to be traveling, the kinds of beautiful places they're going to be seeing in the mother city.
Yeah, apologies. We will basically, you will have Simonstown, the whole Fishhook, Simonstown area where they'll have the beach on the left. The Misty Cliffs area is exciting, Ocean View, up Chapman's Peak, iconic Chapman's Peak, your views for days there, into Hout Bay, and then up Seikabosi, down through Camps Bay and finishing off in the Gree Point precinct. So it is mountains, it is beaches, and that's exactly what these riders get to enjoy.
The group that is over your right shoulder, Justin, when do they get underway?
Right now, Morena.
Here we go. And just as we catch those visuals, Justin,
on their way. So that is just before.
Just as we catch those visuals, apologies for interrupting you. Just as we catch those visuals, Justin, how many more groups do we still have to go? Is this the last group we have?
No, Moreno, these groups are going to be off until, I want to say, close on 10 o'clock. There's multiple groups that will be on their way. So it is a lengthy process from here on out. We will stick around for another hour or so here at the start line, and then we will make our way to the finish where we are expecting to see, the elite men head off and basically finish their race, hopefully. And they're looking at about 2 hours, 2 hours 30 for the elite men, possibly 2 hours 45.
All right, what we are showing you now on screen is the route map. That is what Justin Ford had been talking about, where all the cyclists are going to be traveling, where they're going to be riding, where they're starting and where they're finishing. It is essentially all the scenic routes in and around the mother city in the Western Cape, of course. As Justin was saying, that we've still got a couple more hours until we are done, in fact, with the last group. So it's a 109-kilometer route map. This year is including, it's the start of it, at least, the 42-kilometer edition. We've got the male and female elite race, and then we also have the under-17 category. Justin also did say that, this race has been interrupted by COVID-19. It's been interrupted by weather. There's been fires, there's been winds, there's been rains. Now we are essentially having a race that is starting on time and is starting with all the groups and will seemingly not be interrupted by the weather elements. Justin, we will leave it there with you for now. We're definitely going to be coming back a little later on to try and see the rest of the other groups that are going to be moving off. But thank you very much. We're going to be catching up with you a little later on. That is our reporter, Justin Ford, coming to us from the mother city, talking to us about the Cape Town Cycle Tour.
I want to learn how to ride a bicycle now. Never mind racing. Don't frown at me. It's a real confession. I really don't know how to ride a bicycle. It's a traumatic experience, one that I need to really look at reliving.
I can't frown upon you because I don't know how to swim. So
you don't know how to swim? Oh, wow. We've got lots to learn, clearly. I need to learn how to ride a bicycle. You need to learn how to swim. Do stay tuned for more news after the break.